Hey, gentlemen, welcome back to another episode with the Soul Sartorialist. Wanted to go over something that could be of value to you guys. I'm always trying to figure out ways to provide as much value as possible. And I come up with the idea of we're living in the world where people are getting back to in-person meetings. I feel that many people have found, whether that's dating apps, working away from home, not necessarily the most refreshing type of things. A lot of organizations are returning to office, so that's a big mandate, or embracing more of a hybrid instead of fully remote. And even where organizations where there's fully remote culture, they are having quarterly events where people get to meet and build connections together. And inherently human beings, that's something that's extremely important. So the question becomes that I'm hearing from a lot of my clients is, how do I effectively connect with people, build relationship, get to know them, and not do it in an awkward way? And I really want to talk to my high performing professional guys who are in people first industry. So whether you're in tech sales, real estate, any sort of profession where you're directly dealing with people, you're building relationship, insurance, and you're trying to build trust, is extremely important that you invest in that. And all high performers, whether they are quarterbacks, having a quarterback coach, whether they're, business executives, they have their executive coaches, or even a mechanic. There's for your cars. They're very particular things that we all have experts to go to, right? And so I want to kind of talk about this graphic for a moment. This graphic explains one of the biggest differences between average men and high performing men. And in my professional career, I can agree and attest to this. I've seen it personally. High performing men do not try to do everything themselves. They build a team around their life. They use experts. So take a look at this, gentlemen, as we walk through the examples here. At the top, you see health. You have a doctor for your health because your health is too important to guess. You trust an expert. Next, let's talk about your vehicle, right? This is the illustration we want to use. You have a mechanic for your car. Of course, you can change your spark plugs. In some of the newer cars, electric cars, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. But obviously, some of these things will take you longer and not necessarily be a Saturday that you want to waste working on your car. Some guys like that. Most people who have busy lives and are high performers have other things they need to do, whether that's networking events, whether that's responding back to emails, etc. So you already have a mechanic for your car because your car is too valuable to risk mistakes, especially with some of the newer cars. You guys can agree. I'm a Mercedes-Benz and BMW drivers and electric car drivers. I'm pretty sure you guys can attest to this. You trust an expert. Okay, let's talk about your fitness. If you really want to hit the next level in your fitness journey, obviously you can do a lot of workouts yourself. But if you want to have that type of look and really that type of accountability and push yourself to the highest level possible, you're going to need a personal trainer because they understand how your body performs. They're an expert. This is normal. This is logical. This is intelligent, right? I wanted to talk about some key insights as well as we look at this graph. So we already established that for specific things, whether that's your health, your car, your fitness, you have specific experts that are there to do that, right? I want you to look at the last section. This is where I come in as an advisor, as an image consultant, as someone that you use to help you improve your interpersonal skills and also your style and social skills. This is where many men fall behind because they try to do it alone. Your image affects every room that you walk into. Your presence affects how people see you. Your communication affects whether opportunities open or close. That could be being a promotion or other things that you're looking to do in your professional career, whether it's in business, whether it's in dating, whether it's leadership. People respond to how you represent yourself, right? Exactly. In the world that we live in, specifically when we have everybody wanting to get more in person. We've been behind screens for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, and in-person events and in-person is becoming really valuable to career growth and also just relationship growth as a whole. Especially when it comes to even the dating world. People are leaving the apps and trying to go to in-person meetups and trying to do that in many big cities especially. So whether that's consciously or subconsciously, this is why high-performing men invest in what experts here do. It's not because of ego, it's because of effectiveness, okay? So I want you guys to talk about, and please excuse me, my nose is, spring is on the horizon, so trying to give you guys some good information. Let's talk about the return on investment when it comes to investing in your interpersonal skills and also how you present yourself. When your style improves, your confidence improves. I know we've all had situations where we've gone to a barber or we've gotten a really nice shirt or a jacket and we feel like $1,000,000. We leave walking different, our body language is different, right? So when your communication improves as well as your looks, right? Your influence improves. When your presence improves, your opportunities improve. You eliminate years of trial and error. You move faster, you make fewer mistakes, you operate at a high level. Just like having a trainer accelerates your fitness, having a style and an interpersonal coach accelerates your life, right? The men in this image represent a mindset. They take themselves seriously, they invest in themselves, they build themselves intentionally because they understand something powerful. Average men spend money. High performing men invest in themselves, your image, your presence, and your interpersonal skills. These are some of the highest return investments you will ever make. High performing men do not leave their success to chance. They build themselves with intention. So I wanted you guys to take a look at this. As you continue to grow in your career, you continue to develop as you age as a man. It's extremely important that you have experts in specific areas that you're not strongest in. No human being can be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You have a doctor for your health, right? There's specializations within the healthcare that do specific things and they're really good at doing that. And they're really helpful and they accelerate your healing or whatever health issues you may be dealing with. You have specific mechanics that work on certain cars. Some people don't work on domestic cars. They work on more foreign cars. Some people work more on foreign cars and don't do domestics. There's specialization within maintenance world and fitness. There's some people who are experts on certain type of builds. Do you want to be a bodybuilder? Do you want to be more of a boxing type of body type? Do you want to be more of a explosive, a cardio type of athlete? There are people who have specializations in those different type of things. So you should find somebody in your career because the way you present yourself, the way you communicate touches your life in everything that you do. So why not invest in your style and social skills, right? I'd be happy to help you guys do that. Just wanted to bring this information up. This is something that I've learned over the last 35 years of my life. Let the experts be the experts. Use them as necessary. Make your life focused on the things that you're good at. Nobody can be a jack of all trades and a master of none. So the message I wanted to leave you guys with today, get an expert, get someone that can help you and be useful and help you to get your return on investment as soon as possible, but also someone that is deeply connected to what you're trying to achieve. Remember, don't be a jack of all trades and master of none. Master what you're good at and let the experts do what they are good at. Guys, appreciate you guys being patient with me. Wanted to come out with this video. Truly hope you have a great day and look forward to presenting you guys more information as usual. If you need help or you want to have assistance from an expert who is an expert in style and social skills like myself, I'll have the link to the White and Simmons Advisory Group, LLC. That is my own personal company. I do help men who are high performers with their interpersonal skills and also with their image. Truly have you guys have a successful 2026, and I'll talk to you soon.